to Love All Beauty. My name is Amanda and I'm very excited for today's video. We are going to do a look using cream products. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in seeing, just keep watching. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe. You can hit the notification bell. That way you're notified every time that I upload a video, which is every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Let's jump right into it. I feel like cream products are a good product to use if you kind of trend more on the drier side for your skin, if you have maybe more mature skin. Like the less powder that you're using, the more cream products, the more emollient products that you're using is really going to help bring that life to your skin and kind of give you a more like hydrated look, or give you that glass skin look that everybody's wanting. Let's go ahead and start by just pinning my hair back here. And I thought I would start off with a tinted moisturizer for my skin. I did already moisturize. I didn't actually prime today just because I'm using a tinted moisturizer, so I don't know. I just really don't feel like it's a necessity that we do that. So I'm going to be using the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. This is SPF 30 in it, and it's the lightest shade Terra Neuve in Light Zero. Give it a good shake. Mix it on up. Just going to put, I don't know, we'll start off rather conservative, just a little dollop on there. And I'm actually just going to go in with my e.l.f. buffing brush, the one that I use most of the time, and just buff it into the skin. So really the purpose of a tinted moisturizer is kind of the easiest step in your makeup, right? So it's basically putting on moisturizer, but it has a little bit of a tint to it, so it helps to cancel out any redness or discoloration that you have. And it's very lightweight, obviously, because it's, you know, similar to a moisturizer. So it doesn't feel too heavy on the skin. A lot of times you can build these up, but the way I like to use a tinted moisturizer is usually just do like one lighter coat, and then you can go in with your concealer and really correct those areas that need that correction the most. So usually like around your eyes or like around your nose, you know, chin, that kind of thing. Then I'm going to go ahead and go in with a little bit of a cream concealer. This is by Neutrogena. It's the Radiant Cream Concealer, Healthy Skin, and this is, I believe, the lightest shade. Most of what I use is the lightest shade. Where is it? Oh, Ivory Light 01. So I'm again just concealing all the areas that I would normally just see some discoloration. I always have some around my mouth, so we're gonna just do that. And I'm actually gonna go in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge. This is a nice, I would say, probably medium coverage concealer, so it's nothing that's going to be full coverage. You know, it's still going to look like skin, which is nice. We're looking, you know, pretty dewy still. The whole goal with this is to not do a crazy amount of powder. So I will eventually set under the eyes, but in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and like bronze up and, you know, blush and all that kind of stuff. So I have the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Sculpting Bronzer with jojoba oil. It's quite the mouthful. And this is in the shade Mocha. So I don't typically use a cream like bronzer or contour shade. It's not what I'm most comfortable using. Usually it's just a powder, and I love the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer just because it's light enough for me, and it's like a buildable formula, and I don't have to worry about like, oh my gosh, that's way too much, you know? I can build it up. So when you are using cream products, my suggestion to you is, if you're new to using them and you're just really not quite sure what to do and feel a little overwhelmed when you're looking at it, I mean, it just looks like super pigmented. I would just start by applying any of these to the back of your hand. It really helps to warm up the product, and it allows you to kind of dip into the color on the back of your hand and then apply it as you see fit, as opposed to me drawing a line on my face and then worrying about, oh crap, I put too much, or oh, it won't blend out correctly, or oh, it dried too fast before I could blend it out, so on and so forth. So just, you know, warm it up on the back of your hand like so. That looks crazy, right? Like, whoa, way different than my skin tone, but it's okay. It'll be okay. What you can use is like a duo fiber brush, kind of like this, or they call it like a stippling brush or duo fiber. So this kind of really helps to blend out seamlessly those type of cream products. So I'm just gonna get a little bit on the tip of that, and then just really start blending that in to where I would normally bronze. So don't be scared if you apply it and you think to yourself like, holy crap, that's way too much. There's always a way to kind of counteract that. So I'm not too worried about that. It looks a little crazy right now, but I always say you gotta trust the process, because I feel like a lot in makeup looks freaking crazy until you get to the end, and then you're like, oh, I get it. So I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but my dog, we you know, she's our child, so we buy her gifts for Christmas, and she always freaking finds them, searches them out, and tries to unwrap them before we give them to her on Christmas. Like, what's wrong with you? So again, I'm just kind of going around the perimeter of my face, just really blending that all in. So, I mean, you can tell, I mean, there's obviously like a pretty intense line. So I'm gonna go back over with the same brush that I did my tinted moisturizer and just pat that in. And just tone that down a little bit. But you can tell, I mean, how that warmed up my skin. And I think looks, you know, quite nice. I'm happy with how that looks. And you can really see like a nice like sheen to the skin still, because again, we haven't used any powder products. Next, for a little bit of a blush color, I have this e.l.f. product. It's so cute. This is the, I believe it's like their Multistick, and it comes in a couple of different shades. I believe this one is, yeah, glistening peach. So a multi-stick can be used for just that, multiple purposes. So you could use it on your eyelids if you want to add a little bit of color, cream color there. You could use it on your lips if you wanted to, cheeks, multi-purpose, multi-function. And of course with e.l.f., you're getting not only the amazing product, the great performance, but you're also getting it at a super amazing price. Like, I'm pretty sure this thing was like $3 or $4. So it's totally worth it. So again, I'm just rubbing this on the back of my hand, like warming up that product. And this is definitely a lot softer. You can see kind of how it's kind of melted a little bit, but that's fine. That's, you know, that's what I want. And I actually have another stippling brush that's clean, and then I'm just gonna kind of dabble it into this blush. Now the thing about this is it actually has some kind of like glittery highlighting element to it. I'm gonna go over the bridge of the nose. It's a very natural shade. I know they did have like a deep berry kind of color, but I like this one just because it seems like it would work really well with a natural makeup kind of day, you know, where you're not just like, ooh, that's really pink, or oh, that's really red type of thing. So just focusing that on the apples of the cheeks and then going up a little bit. Yeah, I like that. There's like a nice kind of sheen, and there's like a little bit of like glitter in there, but like nothing too crazy overwhelming. So for highlighter, I have a similar formula. It's in a stick. Sorry, the name kind of wore off here, but this is by Flesh, and this is the shade Pinky. Just another like cream highlighter stick, and they sell this at Ulta. I got this a while ago, and I kind of just use it when I remember. Again, just warming it up on the back of the hand here. And I'm actually just going to use my fingers and just kind of dab in that, and then just go into the high points of the face and just like right underneath the brow. Hopefully you guys can see that really pretty sheen that it imparts. I like this highlighter a lot in the sense that it's pretty subtle. It's nothing that's going to be like a blinding highlight, but it still gives you that kind of glassy skin look without going too crazy over the top. And I always like to add a little bit of highlighter to the bridge of my nose, a little bit of the Cupid's bow, yeah, underneath the brow. So yeah, you can see that shine that's still there, and I think it looks, you know, pretty natural. We are gonna powder a little bit the areas that tend to crease a little bit more than others, or maybe wear off. So I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in the shade 1. And first I'm gonna tap out any creases that may have already formed underneath the eyes. I kind of have creasy under eyes anyway, so it's not really too surprising that there's creases already. And just focus that. I'm going to focus it mainly just in the corner here, and go a little bit down here on my smile lines and the sides of my nose, and then also hit up the center of the forehead. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eye makeup off of camera, which will just be my brows, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of liner and mascara, and then I'll be right back. All right guys, I'm back. I finished the rest of my eye makeup. I decided to use the NARS cream eyeshadow here. This is the easiest, like, one and done type product you will ever use. It's literally drying on your eyelid with this color stick. This is in the shade Nepal, and I just applied it all over my lid. I used a blending brush to kind of blend it into the crease a little bit more. I also put it on my lower lash line. I used a little bit of the Stila All Day Waterproof liquid eyeliner, as well as my Lancome Hypnose mascara. And of course, to my eyebrows, I used my Ride or Die NYX Micro Brow Pencil in taupe. Yeah, I'm really excited how this look turned out. I know doing a full face of cream products isn't for everybody, especially if you're somebody who leans towards, you know, having drier, or not drier, but oilier skin. Yeah, I really hope that this helped you guys and gave you a couple pointers on exactly how to use cream products. If you have any questions or suggestions on videos or comments, or, you know, hey, how are you? Anything like that, you guys can sound off down below. And I look forward to seeing you guys all really soon. Bye.